And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hey! Hey-o! Good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in on what is it? A Thursday morning. See, I'm kind of thrown off. I've been sick, laid up in bed the last couple of days, so your time frame on things really gets thrown off when that stuff happens, but I am glad to be back, glad to be feeling much better. So whatever I had, you don't want to have. I guarantee it. The other morning was not a fun experience. Hey, we got a lot to get to this morning here on the Morning Wake Up on Steve Shedler Media. We've got Trisha Black coming on here very shortly, so we're going to get to her momentarily. Before we get to that, there we go. Let's take a look at our forecast. And for today, boy, I tell you what, beautiful stretch of weather for the next few days. Sunshine today, a high around 78, just a little bit of a north wind, so a perfect day for us today. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 51. Tomorrow, more sunshine, a high around 80. Tomorrow night, if you're going out to a high school football game tomorrow night, perfect football weather. Clear skies, an overnight low of 49, but during those game time temps, should be pretty nice. Maybe even take a light jacket out to the game tomorrow night. On to Saturday for that Cy-Hawk game, sunshine and a high of 82. Let's get a quick look at our current temp here in southeast Iowa. Right now, a brisk 51 degrees here in southeast Iowa. Steve Shedler hanging out with you here on Steve Shedler Media. And as promised, let's see here. I believe she is ready to come on in. And let's welcome in Trisha Black this morning. Trisha, how you doing this morning?
Good. Good morning.
I'm glad to have you on. Thanks for getting up this early and hanging out with me here on Facebook and YouTube. So, Trisha Black, people might be wondering, why is Trisha on with you this morning, Steve? And the reason is, in case people hadn't seen this on social media, they might not know that you have been selected as, I believe it's called the Infinity Coach of the Year. Is that right?
Yes.
And so explain to us, what is the Infinity Coach of the Year? What's that mean?
So Infinity is a cheer brand, and they're a very big cheer brand known all over the U.S. So they make like cheer outfits and shoes and backpacks and all these things. So every year they do basically a nomination form for Coaches of the Year. And so they do it all over the United States, but for Iowa, I was selected as one of the nominees. Go through like interview process, basically just tell them about me and all of my cheer experience. And then I did that back in July, and then it was announced recently that I had been the recipient of that award.
Very cool. A very big honor for you.
Yes, definitely.
So let's see. I'm going to bring up, it might cut the sound out briefly, but I want to bring up the winners. This shows the winners nationally. And let's see here. You've got I should have redone this a little bit, but you can see there are winners from Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky. You are on there with that list from Iowa. So again, Trisha Black, as you mentioned, this is for cheerleading, right?
Yes. So this is for our all-star program in Sigourney, which is called KC Elite. So we started the program back in 2018. And we currently have two teams. We have a junior team that basically the ages are from 7 years old to 17.
Okay.
And then we have a youth program that's like 5 to 7 year olds.
Okay. Now, if people are watching, if parents are watching, moms are watching, they're like, "Oh, Coach of the Year! I got to get my kids signed up with her." How do they go about doing that?
It's probably easiest to find our Facebook page, or you can go to our website, which is just kcelitegym.com.
Okay. And what all do they? Because I know what all do they learn? I know they do. You're not only cheerleading in there, but you're doing all sorts of tumbling and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, so our All-Star program is not quite like regular cheerleading. When people think of cheerleading, it's not sideline. So
Okay.
in a routine, we do stunting, tumbling, and we actually do a little bit of dance. So we actually don't say any words. We have no pom-poms.
All right.
We basically have a routine that's made up of stunt, tumble, and dance.
All right.
And
Very
then
interesting.
at the gym, we also offer like dance classes and tumbling classes and those other programs.
All right. Now, I can't remember. Did you say where practice and stuff like that takes place?
Yep. So we practice in Sigourney at Memorial or at the old Memorial Hall building.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, this is a cool thing and a big honor for you, Trisha Black, for the Infinity Coach of the Year. I'm so glad you took time to get up this morning and come on with me. And we wish you the best of luck. I thank you. I know KC Elite is also a sponsor here on Steve Shetler Media, so I thank you for helping me out and believing in me and what I'm doing here. And I thank you for coming on this morning, and congratulations on your big award.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks for coming on today, Trisha. That is Trisha Black. Again, she is the Infinity Coach of the Year from right here in Iowa. Make sure you check out KC Elite online and on Facebook and get your kids signed up for that. Hey, coming up tomorrow, we will have a special guest here on Steve Shetler Media, the Morning Wake Up. Pam Schwenke will be coming on tomorrow. She'll be talking about this weekend's Alzheimer's Walk here in Sigourney, so make sure you tune in for that. Hey, before I forget, I do want to tell you, you still got just a little bit of time. If you haven't yet, scroll down on Steve Shetler Media and get your vote in. We've got the Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week. You still got a little bit of time to get your vote in for this week's Athlete of the Week. It's come down, it's pretty much a three-person race right now, as Isaac Bruns from Sigourney Keota, Ben Kaufman from English Valleys, and let's see, I was also going to look, give me just a second, let me pull this up on Facebook quick. But I believe it was Henry Adam, maybe, from Pekin, all jammed up there. Ben Kaufman with the lead, though, so we'll see if he can hang on to that. If you want to get your vote in, make a difference in that poll for our Athlete of the Week, you can do that here in the next few minutes at Steve Shetler Media. Just, again, scroll down and get your vote in. You can vote for more than one athlete. So if you're like, oh, I like this kid from Sigourney. Oh, I like that kid from Keota. I like that kid from Oskaloosa. You can do that and get your vote in for all of our area athletes that you like. And you can also, while you're doing some voting, let me get my ads up and running. That would probably make my sponsors happy if that would happen. Issues. Love those technical issues. You can get your vote in also for the Iowa State game. We've got a poll just for the heck of it, just for the fun of it. You might be able to tell who I'm rooting for and voting for in that poll, but there's an Iowa State poll on the Steve Shetler Media page. You can get your vote in there. Again, that game comes up. Let's see here. I'm looking over at my info. Iowa State is this Saturday, 2:30 kickoff. Watch that on television on Fox Sports. So the Iowa State game coming up on Saturday should be a heck of a game. As we mentioned earlier, got beautiful weather forecast for the state of Iowa. So lots of polls, sports-related polls on Steve Shetler Media. Also want to invite you to go back. Last night we had Be the Light Ministry, Jackie Jarms. She did her video last night, her weekly video for Be the Light, and you can check that out. Well done by Jackie Jarms. Coming up later on today, We'll have Amanda Kelly, Amanda with the Sigourney Public Library. She's got her video coming up, scheduled for 10 a.m. this morning. Later on this afternoon, 4 o'clock, we'll have The Great Outdoors with Laura DeCook from Mahaska County Conservation. And then also later on today, we'll be getting our weekly pet from the Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa. Be chatting with Morgan Brown. She'll have our weekly pet lined up for us. I don't know if she'll have a cat, a dog, or what she'll have for us this week in Ottumwa at the Heartland Humane Society. Let me scroll through my phone here quick, see what's happening. I want to thank anybody that is tuned in. Let me turn my volume down. Jennifer McGuire, thanks for tuning in, saying hi in the comments. If you're watching this morning, and it looks like at this very moment there's about 21 of you watching this morning, you can say hi in the comments. We'd love to give you a shout out. Maybe even say what town you're in, what town you're watching from, so I kind of know where I'm reaching and who I'm talking to. I'm assuming most of you are from here in Southeast Iowa, but yeah, let me know where you're from. Got Debbie Clubb tuned in. Good morning to you as well. Let's run down some celebrity birthdays on this September 7th. Again, glad to be back with you. Missed the last couple of days being sick, but glad to be back with you. Let's get caught up on some birthdays for today. Some celebrities with birthdays. Gloria Gaynor. I will survive. I could just go on and on doing that. 80 years old. You would all probably tune out if I did that for much longer. 80 years old for Gloria Gaynor. Also, singer-songwriter Chrissie Hynde from The Pretenders with a birthday today, 72. Actor Corbin Burnson from L.A. Law, 69. Moving down the list, Leslie Jones, funny gal, actress, comedian from SNL and Ghostbusters, the remake, 56 years old. Actress Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie, turning 50. Actress Evan Rachel Wood, 36, and actor Ian Shen, fresh off the boat, turning 17 years old. On this day in history, let's see here. Back on this date in 1813, the figure of Uncle Sam made its debut in a newspaper for the very first time. I want you. How do you like that? On this day, 1979, this makes me feel old because I was just a kid when this happened. 1979, a brand new channel made its debut. Do you know what channel it is? The Entertainment and Sports Programming Network. Does that make any sense to you? ESPN. 44 years old today. So ESPN celebrating 44th birthday today. Today, if you want to celebrate some days, by the way, hi to Julie from Watch Year, Janice all the way from Arizona, Trisha saying hi from Sigourney, Penny from Victor, Sherry from Oski. So hello and good morning to all you folks. Today is National New Hampshire Day. Woohoo! Also National Grateful Patient Day. I am a grateful patient. I was sick the last couple of days. My wife took great care of me. So thank you to my wife, Stacy. National Beer Lovers Day. It's also National Salami Day, National Acorn Squash Day, National Grandma Moses Day. I have no idea what that is. And also National Neither Snow Nor Rain Day. That's it. That's fitting for today. Beautiful day in store for us here in Southeast Iowa. Things you need to know. Let's run these down. You may be boycotting Bud Light. Bill Gates is buying in on the action, though. He's bought about $100 million worth of Anheuser-Busch stock. So that might mean that Bud Light might get on the rebound. Quietly, in the background of the economy, companies doing some trimming down to run leaner and meaner. Roku is laying off 10% of their workforce. Wells Fargo also letting go a few hundred employees from certain departments. So there you go with that. We also now know that Bob Barker died last week from complications from Alzheimer's disease. So that's a sad note there with Bob Barker. Again, here in Sigourney, we're going to have the Alzheimer's Walk coming up this weekend. We'll be talking to Pam Schwanke tomorrow morning, live here on the Morning Wake Up, about that Alzheimer's Walk. One thing to keep an eye on TV, the 10-episode season of the new Frasier begins October 12th. That'll be on Paramount+. You'll also be able to check it out on CBS. There will be a new Rolling Stones album called Hackney Diamonds. That'll be coming out October 20th. Let's see here. Today's Impossible question. English law prohibits members of the royal family from doing this. What is it? What can't the royal family do that English law prohibits? What do you think? It is signing autographs. That's a big no-no. So the royal family, if you ever see them, if you ever meet them, do not ask for an autograph. You can't legally get one. In some weird news, in August of last year, 2 passengers on an Air Canada flight from Las Vegas to Montreal asked to leave the plane before takeoff because they refused to sit in their puke-soaked seats. Yeah, you heard me right. Puke-soaked seats. Susan Benson, another passenger on the flight, shared the incident on Facebook, which quickly went viral. According to Benson, there was a foul smell coming from the seats in front of her, and it became clear that someone had vomited there during a previous flight. Although Air Canada attempted to clean the seats before boarding, they were not able to thoroughly remove the residue and the smell. The crew placed coffee grinds in the seat pouch and sprayed perfume to mask the odor. Can you believe this? Let's see here. Later on, they could either, the passengers that were supposed to sit in those seats could either leave the plane on their own and arrange their own flights at their own expense, or they would be escorted off the plane by security and placed on a no-fly list. These guys were getting royally screwed. Air Canada acknowledged that their operating procedures were not followed correctly and issued an apology to the passengers who had refused their seats. An investigation into the matter is ongoing. Again, pukey seats on that airplane here not too terribly long ago, about a year ago. Hey, it's that season. Turning into fall. Pumpkin spice everything is everywhere. Check these things out. These are all real items that are pumpkin spice flavored. Before that, I want to say good morning to Samantha. I'm falling behind here. We've got Penny. We've got Sherry. We've got Samantha, Eloise, Renee, Tamra, Kathy, Jackie, all tuning in this morning. Got about 32 of you right now at about 7:17 this morning on your Thursday. Hey, pumpkin spice stuff. This is all real that you can buy. Pumpkin spice butt wipes. Pumpkin spice butt wipes, because your butt needs to smell like pumpkin spice. Now, pumpkin spice Pringles are also a thing. Did you know that? Pumpkin spice flavored dental dog treats. That's Tamra, if you're still watching. Does Dan do dog treats for like teeth, dental treats for the dogs? Pumpkin spice cream cheese is the thing. And pumpkin spice scent. Yeah, what did we have? Butt wipes. And now we've got toilet paper. Pumpkin spice scented toilet paper. I guess that's a thing. So not only the butt wipes, but the toilet paper as well. Nice and spicy. Something spicy if you're using that stuff. Let's see here. Good morning to you, Becky. Unusual pet names. We'll go through just a few more things here and wrap this up. Unusual pet names. After years of looking through the most popular names for pets, Veterinary Pet Insurance, also known as VPI, the nation's oldest and largest provider of pet health insurance, set out to find the most unusual dog names. And your most unusual dog name is, this is my drum roll, can you hear it? Peanut Wigglebutt. is the most unusual dog name they found. Number 2 was Sir Hog Knucklehead. Here, boy. Here, Sir Hog Knucklehead. That did not roll off the tongue. How about just like Daisy or Hank or Stella? Those are all my dogs. I've got something else here. All right, we'll end with this. Reasons to start your day before 6 a.m. And I do. I got up at 5:30 this morning, took the dogs out. The coyotes were howling. Deer were over in the park. It was just a nature fest this morning. I needed to have Laura from Mahaska County Conservation here to do a video this morning. But reasons to start your day before 6 a.m. Here you go. Time to plan your goals. Also, time to schedule your day. There's time to work out. There's also time to eat. I got my Captain Crunch this morning, so I had that time. Let's see here. There's also, you can stay 2 steps ahead of everyone, according to this list. And successful people you know already do it. They're already getting up early. So get up early. Evidently, you're more successful, and obviously, you have more time to do things, like hang out with me here on Facebook and YouTube. Hey, good morning to you, Becky. And Ray. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Old classmate there. So, yeah, make sure you go out and get your pumpkin spice butt wipes today. Have a great day. Enjoy the beautiful weather today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're this far into the video and you don't know what I'm talking about with the butt wipes, pumpkin spice butt wipes, they're a thing. So, again, you got just minutes to get your votes in for the Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. Get your votes in for the Iowa State game. Those polls up on my page on Facebook. Just scroll down a little bit. Get your votes in there. And tune in later on today. Got the public library, Sigourney Public Library. We've got the Great Outdoors. We've got Heartland Humane Society with the Weekly Pet. That's all later on today right here on Steve Shetler Media on Facebook and on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to me yet on YouTube, go to YouTube, look up Steve Shetler Media, hit the subscribe, like all my videos, watch them 3 billion times, and subscribe and tell your friends about it. Tell your friends and neighbors. Just go outside right now, yell like a mad person, and say, subscribe to Steve Shetler Media. All right. Love you guys. Love you. Love your show. Long-time listener, first-time caller. And we'll do this again tomorrow. Good morning. God bless. Wait a minute. I got to get my... See, this technical stuff, people. This technical stuff.